It's Tim, I'm here with Eric, and today we're gonna have a little bit of fun. The whole gang is back.
Get the whole gang over here, right?
We've got Michael behind the camera. I've had a few weeks off, and I just thought, you know what, let's kick things off with keeping things really simple. Bike versus trike. And today we've got, Eric's gonna represent with his Trike bicycle. We're gonna give you some positive, some good, some bad, what we like about bikes, what we like about trikes, and why you might consider one over the other. I should share with you, Eric is definitely, you would say you're in the camp of bike.
I'm a bike guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you can see why maybe some people might prefer a trike.
I could see a use for that, but I wouldn't want to ride it all the time.
That's fair. And I have to say that when push comes to the shove, myself personally, I prefer a bike. But I'll tell you, there have been some interesting things I've learned over the last little while, and I've just thought, we'll just give it 10 seconds here. I found a few things kind of interesting over the last little while that I really like about the trike idea. So anyway, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna go for a ride. We got Michael filming. We're gonna ride around downtown Victoria and Oak Bay here, and we're just gonna have a quick chat about what we like and what we don't like about it, so that things to consider. And if you're interested, Trike, Mooncool. Okay, we're gonna go super slow, Michael.
Because that's the only speed the Mooncool goes.
And I think that's a good segue. It's because this really does top out, I think, was it like
16 kilometers.
Is that as fast as it goes?
Or 16 miles per
16
hour.
miles, yeah, 24 kilometers an hour.
24, yeah.
And this will have a top speed of about 25 miles an hour.
I can easily do, on a flat, just mild pedaling, I could do 45, 50 kilometers.
And the reason for that, I think, is because even though, like, this is terrific. I love this because it's so, like, if you're really, really bad with balance, this is fantastic.
Sure.
At low speed.
You don't have to think about it, right?
You just get on and pedal, or just use, I'm using the electric battery here, and it allows me to just ride around no problem. But the power going around a corner, like if I'm going a little fast, this gets a little more scary because you can't lean, right?
Yeah.
Like you can lean a little bit, but on here as a bike, we tend to, the whole bike leans.
Well, I mean, I find you have to lean, you have to shift your body weight so that you don't tip over.
Right.
Right?
Yes, that makes sense.
But you're leaning kind of the opposite way, as opposed to, on a bike, you're leaning into the curve.
That's right.
Here,
When I go around the left corner, I have to lean the opposite way, or else I'll tip up onto off one of the wheels. So that's a little bit precarious.
Yeah. I'm getting used to that.
It does. But on the plus side, oh, you're just relating to me a story earlier on the week. This was in your garage, and you had an electric motor to drop off to a client, and you'll just throw the electric motor in the back of the three-wheeler, the trike.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, right?
I strapped it onto the back, and it's a big motor, and I couldn't take it on the bike, obviously,
Right.
and I didn't have a car at the time, but I had a customer that I had arranged already previously to drop it off to them, so this saved my bacon, and it was great.
That's awesome. I'll go ahead.
Clear.
So that's an obvious benefit. You could have had one or two, groceries. This is perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much room at the back for the groceries, and groceries up front here. And I mean, it's really solid, especially if you're a bigger individual. This nice comfy seat, this is really, really nice. I like this. A little tricky in narrow areas. We're gonna turn left here. A little tricky going down narrow pathways, that sort of thing. Obviously, because I've got I'm wide at the back. We'll turn a little right here, that's perfect. So I find, this is, very, very nimble, but I'm wide. Yours is nice and narrow.
Yeah, and where's, like, I'm not sure where that is an issue. Perhaps in the leaving the road to get onto a walkway, they have those very narrow gates that you have to go through. This wouldn't be able to make it.
Right.
Nor would it actually be able to fit on a typical bike path.
And that's another thing. If you've got to travel, if you are going to get one of these and you want to put it in your car, you want to make sure you get one of these types that fold up.
Right.
Because it's not going to fit on the back of a bike rack.
Nope.
It has to go in.
It has to go inside or in the back of a pickup truck or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you've got a garage and you're just riding it in and riding it out, then that's fine. Any other use cases where you think a trike might be a little bit better or a little bit worse?
Well, to me, the only use case I can see for this is if you're regularly wanting to carry lots of stuff.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it is
Yeah.
it is a truck. It's a bike version
It's
of
like
a
the
truck.
it's like a minivan of e-bikes.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with the minivan in the city?
Yeah, that's right. It's not going to go fast.
No.
It doesn't necessarily look as cool as a
I think
bike does.
I don't
Well,
know.
you make it look cool, of course, but
Nope.
But I mean, this particular trike I'm excited by. I like it, but it's not like an everyday thing unless, like, if you're doing deliveries locally, I could see this being really useful, especially like having all that room at the back. It's a lot of space back there.
that's right.
And you're not forever going into panniers and stuff like that to adjust.
Which doesn't work for a lot of stuff, right? I sometimes struggle to get a grocery bag in there if it's, you know, sort of
Yeah.
bursting at the seams. You got to kind of wedge it in there. Here, I put 4 of them right in the back there and not even think about it. Strap a bungee cord to keep them from rattling around. And
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
so yeah, people that have balance issues, so
That's
perhaps
a big
older,
one, right? So
older folks that
or not even necessarily older people, just people who have issues with their inner ears, right? Like they can't ride. I bumped into a nice lady I was chatting with at the grocery store, and she had a trike. She absolutely loved it because it allowed her to still go and get the groceries on an e-bike and still get a little bit of movement in her legs. Like, you know,
right.
like she's able to pedal, which is something that, you know, I think it's really good that you get a little bit of exercise every day, get your steps in. And if this is something you can do at the same time, then you can pedal away. But if pedaling is not your thing in either case, you know, we could just use
there you go, yeah.
the electric motor.
How is pedaling on this? I haven't, when I used it, I didn't actually pedal.
This particular one only has the 1 gear, which makes sense because it's not gonna have a huge top speed, but it's fine. It engages pretty quickly. Whoa.
Oh yeah?
It's got 5 different passenger assist levels, so you know what? I think it's pretty stable. It's pretty easy to pedal.
And is it a torque sensor? Does it respond to the pressure that you're putting down, or do you have to actually do a couple cycles for it to
No,
kick in?
a couple cycles.
Okay.
So it's not a torque sensor. But this one has hydraulic brakes. It's got, you know, a beautiful light at the front, nice comfy seat, solid, really nice suspension at the front. Your Velotrek, it's a similar thing. It's got really nice suspension at the front, hydraulic brakes. Yeah, I mean, and they both look finished and nice. I love the color of this one. Michael, why don't we pull up onto the grass over here and turn right? Yeah. We'll show the off-road prowess of these vehicles. Perfect. Yeah, this has no problems whatsoever going across the grass or...
Yeah, those front shocks do wonders.
They do.
It's pretty much the same thing I've got on this one.
So I agree. I think, you know, we'll do the closeout over here. You know what we'll do? We'll go to the bench directly in front of you there, the one underneath the tree, and we'll probably just close out here. So that was just a quick little video, basically getting the gang back together again.
Yeah, the whole gang.
Thank you, Michael, for filming. Thank you, Eric, for going for a quick bike ride. We're going to go and find ourselves a nice cup of coffee somewhere. I would be curious, what do you think? Can you write down in the comments down below, what use case would you see yourself getting a trike over a bike? I'm more of the bike center world. I prefer an e-bike. I can see why, like with balance. I can see why with, if you've got regular loads that you're trying to look after. I get that. Are there any other reasons that you can think of? I'm curious. I know Michael and Eric and I are all curious about that. Put that down in the comments down below. And if you have enjoyed this, give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Eric.
No problem.